Hey guys, welcome back. Before we start today's story, be sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified when new videos are released. And if you enjoyed this short, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's begin. The jungle was dark. The sky was gray, and a heavy silence had fallen over the clearing. In the center stood four boys, each with a determined expression. They were all bruised and exhausted, but their eyes burned with an unquenchable flame. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation. It felt as though the very air itself was holding its breath, waiting for the inevitable showdown to begin. Suddenly, a gust of wind rustled through the trees, carrying with it the scent of rain and the sound of distant thunder. A clap of thunder echoed through the clearing, momentarily illuminating the tense faces of the four boys. It was a dramatic entrance, but it was just the beginning. For months, these four friends had been on an adventure that had taken them from the bustling streets of a big city to the heart of a treacherous jungle. That journey began in the city, where fate brought them together under extraordinary circumstances. Gon, a spirited young man with a mop of unruly black hair and eyes that shone with an infectious enthusiasm, had always dreamed of becoming a hunter, a licensed professional who specialized in tracking down valuable items or dangerous criminals. The idea of becoming a hunter had captured his imagination ever since he learned that his father was one himself. But his father had disappeared when Gon was just a baby, leaving Gon with nothing but a worn, leather-bound book and a burning desire to follow in his footsteps. Then there was Killua, a boy whose demeanor hinted at a troubled past. His silvery hair was a stark contrast to his deep violet eyes, which seemed to hold a lifetime of secrets. Initially, Killua had joined the hunter exam with the intention of rebelling against his family's expectations. But as the exam progressed and he forged bonds with his fellow examinees, he began to discover a different kind of strength, the power of friendship and camaraderie. Lario, with his loud booming laugh and heart of gold, was a medical student who saw the hunter exam as a means to raise money for his dream of opening a hospital in his hometown. His determination to help others was matched only by his quick wit and even quicker temper. And finally, there was Kurapika, a member of the endangered Kurta clan. His scarlet eyes, a rare and striking feature among humans, were a testament to his heritage and the tragedy that had befallen his people. Kurapika's quiet determination, an unwavering sense of justice, made him a beacon of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. These four boys, each with their own unique motivations and backgrounds, found themselves thrown together during the hunter exam. The exam was no ordinary test of skill and endurance. It was a gauntlet thrown down by the Hunters Association, a powerful organization that regulated the activities of hunters worldwide. The association had its own agenda, and the examinees soon found themselves caught in a web of intrigue and danger. As the exams progressed, the four friends faced a series of challenges that pushed them to their physical and mental limits. Battles with other examinees, some friendly, not so friendly, tested their combat skills and strategic thinking. They had to navigate treacherous terrains, deciphering cryptic clues, and facing deadly traps left behind by the association. All the while, they were shadowed by a mysterious presence, a silent observer that seemed to be watching their every move. But it wasn't just the external threats that challenged them. They also had to confront their inner demons, their fears, their doubts, and their prejudices. Gon's boundless optimism was sometimes tested by the harsh realities of their situation. Killua's cool logic was challenged by the warmth of friendship and the comfort of camaraderie. Leorio's boisterous confidence was occasionally shaken by the weight of responsibility, and Kurapika's quiet determination was constantly tested by the ghosts of his clan's tragic past. Through it all, they supported each other, offering a helping hand, a listening ear, and a shoulder to lean on. They shared their strengths, helping each other to overcome their weaknesses. They learned to trust each other implicitly, knowing that their survival often depended on it. Their friendship became a beacon guiding them through the darkest moments, a testament to the enduring power of human connection in the face of overwhelming odds. But the greatest challenge was yet to come. The final phase of the hunter exam threw the four friends into a life-or-death struggle against an enemy that exploited their deepest fears and insecurities. It was a battle that tested the very bonds of their friendship, forcing them to confront not just an external enemy, but also the darkness within themselves. Yet they fought back to back, their movements synchronized, their attacks coordinated, their defenses impenetrable. They had become a unit, a team, a brotherhood forged in the fires of adversity. When one faltered, the others were there to pick them up. When one stumbled, the others were there to support them. When one fell, the others were there to honor their sacrifice. And then, as suddenly as it began, it was over. The enemy lay defeated, their fears dispelled, their bonds strengthened. The four friends emerged from the ordeal, battered but unbroken. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, not because they were the strongest or the most skilled, but because they had something far more powerful: friendship. As the cheers of the victors echoed around them, the four friends looked at each other, their faces etched with the grime of battle, but their eyes shining with newfound determination. They had come so far, endured so much, and now a whole new world of possibilities lay before them. The real hunt was just beginning. Gunn grinned, his eyes sparkling with excitement. He had proven himself, not just to others, but to himself. Kiliwa's lips curved into a rare smile, revealing a hint of mischief. Victory was sweet, but he knew there would be other challenges, other battles worth fighting. Leorios' laughter boomed, echoing the sentiment of all three of them. They had won, and now it was time to celebrate. Karapika nodded, his gaze steady and resolute. The hunt had taken its toll, but he knew that rest was earned, not given. As they walked away from the battlefield, their steps were lighter, their shoulders squared, their heads held high. The future was uncertain, but they were ready. Together, they were a force to be reckoned with. The world of hunters awaited, and they were ready to embrace it. And so, the legend of Gon, Killua, Lerio, and Karapika grew, whispered in hushed tones around campfires, in taverns, and in the hallowed halls of the Hunters Association. It became a tale of courage, friendship, and resilience, a reminder that the greatest treasures are often found not in material wealth, but in the bonds of camaraderie and the strength of the human spirit. Now, as the years passed, the four friends continued their adventures, their exploits becoming the stuff of legend. They faced countless dangers, solved intricate mysteries, and uncovered long-forgotten secrets. Through it all, their friendship remained steadfast, their trust in each other unwavering. They learned to rely on their individual strengths while respecting each other's differences. They understood that their power lay not just in their physical abilities or their nen abilities, but in their unity, their willingness to stand side by side, no matter how daunting the odds. Their adventures took them to every corner of the Hunter x Hunter universe. From the bustling cities to the untamed wilderness, they encountered a colorful array of characters, some who became allies and some who became adversaries. But through it all, they remained true to their ideals, their sense of justice, and their unbreakable bond of friendship. Looking back on their journey, they realized that the true hunt was not about fame or fortune, but about discovering their identity, forging unbreakable bonds of friendship, and finding their place in a world that was full of both wonder and peril. The real treasure was the journey itself, the challenges they overcame, the lessons they learned, and the friendships they forged. For in the end, it was not the destination, but the camaraderie, the courage, and the kindness they shared along the way that truly mattered. And so the story of these four extraordinary friends echoes through the ages, a timeless tale of bravery, loyalty, and the transformative power of friendship. It's a reminder that, in a world that often feels cold and unforgiving, the warmth of human connection can be the most powerful force of all. We hope you enjoyed this Hunter x Hunter fan short. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Thank you for watching.